How do Grey Wardens defeat blights?
We chop off the snake's head. It's the only way. According to texts, the most famous Grey Warden leader, Garahel, killed the archdemon Underal in personal combat at the Battle of Aesley to end the last blight. Without the archdemon to command them, the Darkspawn flee back underground.
How did anyone even know about this blight?
The Grey Wardens keep watch. We feel the Darkspawn when they come. You'll understand after the joining, if you... well, you'll understand. Not to mention people start to notice when Darkspawn pour out of the wilds and taint everything around them. Just a guess.
Just how many Darkspawn are out there?
Thousands? Tens of thousands? They've had centuries to build up their numbers.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet. Beyond that, he's a good man. A good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
I owe him as well. He saved me.
That sounds familiar. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
The joining ritual.
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe ask me again after Duncan speaks to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
This upcoming battle.
The one tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's Teyrn Loghain we should be looking to win it, not the king. Cailan just wants his place in history. The Teyrn is planning the strategy. That's my opinion, anyway. I guess I should be thankful the king favors us Grey Wardens. But I know who's keeping the lid on the pot.
Why is it happening here of all places?
We're at the edge of the Korcari Wilds, the eye of the Blight Storm, right where the Horde will be coming. Ostagar itself is an excellent defensive position. The Wilders were pushed back from here time and again in ancient days.
What are the chances of success?
I'm sure Teyrn Loghain has the battle planned to the last detail. Still, no Blight has ever been defeated with so little cost.
What if we fail?
If we don't break the Horde here, Duncan says it will spread until it engulfs all of Ferelden. Then it will take an alliance of nations to fight it. Which would be bad. Neither the king nor the Teyrn really seems to believe this is a real Blight, however.
How much will I be participating?
You know, that's a good question. The other Grey Wardens are riding into battle with the king. I don't know if you'll be with them.
That's all I wanted to know.
You want to ask me about something else?
I've no more questions.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Alistair approves, +1, yay! Only 1 point after all of that dialogue. Come on, Alistair, you can like me better than that. I guess that's all that's up here. Wow, look at Samantha's sword. It's almost as tall as she is. That's kind of funny. I guess we're pretty much done. There's one thing I wanted to do. I want to check with the quartermaster. I don't think I showed you guys his other goods, whatever they may be, in the last set of videos, so let's check those out.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let's see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
I'm probably not going to buy any of it, but let's check them out. That looks pretty nice, but it's expensive, more expensive than what we could afford. Yeah, I'm not really worried about any of that. And I don't suppose I could sell much of this. I'm pretty sure I could get rid of that. I'll keep this splint mail for now, even though I don't like it, simply because there may be a point where I might, you know what, never mind. I won't need it because I'm going to get more of it before too long. Actually, yeah, I will keep it because it's gray iron, which is a pretty good component. I forget all the different kinds. I know there's iron and there's like red steel or something. I don't remember all the tiers, but yeah. Yeah, that's alright. I think we can get on with the preparations for the joining now, because I'm pretty sure we got everything else done, so let's go. Hello, Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Surely you could have acquired some blood before now.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
What do we need Darkspawn blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Alrighty, and what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
Is this part of our joining too?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Yay, tainted blood. Yummy.
I am ready.
You said you were from Redcliffe?
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highover, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
I've never been to the surface before.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Highover that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highover, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
How did the Grey Wardens find you?
Last month, Duncan visited Highover, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
What do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
What do you think we should do now?
We need to find those documents and the Darkspawn blood. It should be interesting.
Let's go.
Indeed.
Davith!
Yes?
Where are you from, Davith?
I grew up in a village about a day's trip to the east. Little blot you wouldn't even find on a map. Haven't been back in years. I struck out for the city as soon as I could outrun my pa. I've been in Denerim for what, 6 years now? Never liked it much, but there's more purses there than anywhere else.
So you're a cut purse.
And a pickpocket, thank you very much. Or was, anyhow. Who'd ever guess I'd end up a Grey Warden?
So how did the Grey Wardens find you?
I found them. I cut Duncan's purse while he was standing in a crowd. He grabs my wrist, but I squirm out and bolt. The old bugger can run, but the garrison caught me first. I'm a wanted man in Denerim, you see, so they were going to string me up right there.
Oh, what happened then?
Duncan stopped them, invoked the right of conscription. I gave the garrison the finger while I was walking away. Don't know why Duncan wants someone like me, but he says finesse is important and that I'm fast with a blade. You bet your boots I am. Besides, it beats getting strung up.
So what do you think of Duncan?
All right for an old bugger. He's faster than he looks too.
What do you think we should do now?
You heard the same speech I did. Blood and old treaties. Off we go into the wilds.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm following you, aren't I?
Uh-huh. Yay! Before we go much further, I better double check their inventory. Let's see. Davith, what do you have? Leather armor, leather gloves. Do we have a better bow for you? No, we just have short bows. Alrighty. Jewelry. Do we have a... Is this any better? No, it's no, it's not. Looks like it's actually the same thing. Chainmail. Without the dwarven armor that I gave Alistair, I would have given him this chainmail, and I would have given Jory the splint mail. Just because I can't stand the splint mail on Alistair any longer than I absolutely have to. So, all right, everybody's good to go. It looks like so. Let's do this.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Hooray!